Yes, a beautiful morning to you. A wonderful. You are listening to Lagoon Radio, your number one gospel radio in Nigeria. The time check is 36 minutes past 10. We sincerely apologize for starting the newspaper review a little bit late today. You know, every Friday newspaper review comes your way at 10:30, and every other days 9:30 a.m. So today being the 10th day in the month of December 2021, you're welcome to newspaper review on Lagoon Radio. To be part of this conversation, you can download the Lagoon Radio application on your Google Play Store or iOS, and also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, for Twitter and Instagram, Lagoonradio.Ng. My name is Olumakaiye Ajadi. And I have my people here in the studio. Sandra, good morning to you.
Good morning, she.
And I have Shegun in the studio. Good morning, Shegun.
Good morning.
Yeah, we guys are going to be doing justice to the newspaper that we have for you today. And on my table here, I have the Daily Champions newspaper. On the front page of the Daily Champion, we have at Akande's book launch, Obasanjo masterminded PDP's electoral massacre of 2003, says Buhari. So under it, we have the Estos has governance integrity, says it doesn't accept or offer bribes. Commissions naval ships, boat, helicopter in Lagos. A leader not afraid his successors will surpass him, says Oyetola. All this story and many more, you get it on page 6 of the Daily Champions newspaper. And at the top of the Daily Champions newspaper, we have the Globalcom's first Joy Unlimited extravaganza car prize goes to Port Harcourt engineer. I think they're doing a lottery. Yeah, let me just put it that way. So the prize goes to a Port Harcourt engineer. You get the full gist on page 6 also. The story is also on the front page and the continuation on page 6. On Twitter ban, court dismisses suit against federal government, awards 100,000 fine against Serap. You get the story too on the page 6 of the Daily Champions newspaper. Oromoni, family under fire for hosting son's posthumous birthday. Family under fire for hosting son's posthumous birthday. You get a story on the page 6. So why are they under fire? Why? Okay. Let us go straight to another story here. Excitement as PDP gets new national working committee. You get that on the page 27, yes, of the Daily Champions. And we have Lagos Assembly poised to approve a working budget for 2022, says Obasa. You get the story on page 8. And federal government to commence booster dose of COVID-19 over Omicron variant. You get that on page 6 of the Daily Champions too. And insecurity in Nigeria. Southern can slam federal government. Yes, as bandits kill Castina commissioner. You get that on page 6. JDPC confirms Anambra election free, credible. You get that on page 8 too. Just grab a copy and read through. And I can see the pictures of our president here and our governor and the former, I can see Tinubu too, Alhaji Tinubu, and also, oh my God, Akande, the former governor of Osun State. Yeah, during his book launch, the pictures is on the front page of the Daily Champions newspaper. So just grab a copy and read through.
Okay. This Nigeria front page, we have Buhari hits Obasanjo over about 310.
What it's so 10.
10. Well, I don't know. Suspend bandits kill 9 worshippers in Niger. You can get that one on page 5. Gotta have mercy every year. All right, still on this Nigeria. Direct primary constitution. Um, direct primary constitution
Controversy, direct primary
controversy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's linking to the first one you read. Buhari hits Obasanjo over
Over that
third time. Direct primary controversy. Parties to bear financial burden. They're still talking
about that. Okay,
Yeah.
still on that issue. Oh, okay. I think it still relates to what you just read about President Buhari and our former president. Okay, you can get that one the story on page 4. Hold federal government responsible for the strike as so world. You can get that one on page 9. Are they still on strike?
No, they are not. They're just trying to tell that if anything happens, just hold the federal government responsible for it.
All right. Spend on the loose Twitter ban case. You can get that one on page 4. Are they going to this Twitter thing? I wasn't even thinking that this thing would go so long like this.
This is Nigeria.
I was thinking by now everything is being settled. All right. Ngige battle over APC strength in Anambra State. You can get is on the on the small line on the front page of this day newspaper. So grab your copy on this day newspaper and you read more interesting story there.
Yeah, with me I have the Nigerian Tribune, and this headline is made prominent: political parties to bear laws, or to bear cost rather of primaries. INEC tells Rev'd. You can read more on the 3rd page of that newspaper, and I have this too. Gunmen kill Katsina commissioner. That's a bad one. That's a sad one. You can read more on the 30th page of that newspaper. Lobby. If you want presidency, ACF tells Southeast leaders. You can read more on the 3rd page of that newspaper, and it continues. Sanwo-Olu councils work for peace. Page 2 of that newspaper. On COVID-19.
Which newspaper?
The Nigerian Tribune.
Okay, some people might just be joining. So
Okay. The Nigerian Tribune. On Omicron, federal government begins administration of booster shots today. You can read more on the 2nd page of that newspaper. And I have this: chairman, stakeholders, land management staff at ANN Peaks 45th AGM. You can read more on the 7th page of that newspaper. And I have this on OAU student death. Allow Adedoyin access medical facilities. Court tells IGP. You can read more on the 27th page of that newspaper. Old federal government responsible if we go on strike as once. Read more on the 28th page of that newspaper. And I have this too: some orphanages established for sale, trafficking of children, NAPTIP alleges. You can read more on the 5th page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Court dismisses suit against federal government, fine syrup 100,000 naira. Read more on this 8th page of that newspaper. Akonde, other AD government victims of Obasanjo's diabolical double cross. It is well. You can. This is Buhari talking there, Sha. You can read more on the 4th page of that newspaper. Why we engage in stop and search in Ondo. This is Amatekun. Amatekun that has been alleged that they've dabbled to checking of phones and the like that. It's not part of their primary duties. You can read more on the 27th page of that newspaper. And I have this to be the last content. People killed daily in the north. Sultan laments. It further reads, it's worrisome that security agencies can't fish out kidnappers, says Khan, and 800 people abducted by terrorists in 2021. Northern Coalition says, and gunmen killed 9 in Niger Mosque. Read more on the 25th and 30th pages of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Grab a copy and be informed.
Yes, thank you for that. And I have the This Day newspaper with me here. Yeah, okay. Let me just, okay, you have it with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just take another newspaper here. I have the New Telegraph here. People killed daily in the north. I think it's, Rev'd on the Nigerian Tribune. Yeah, says the Southern tells Christian not to be afraid of going to church. It's worrisome security agencies can't fish out kidnappers, says the Khan. You get the story on page 2 of the New Telegraph newspaper. And Buhari yet to communicate his position on electoral act, says the reps. You get a story on the page 2. And Okorocha loses as NUC hands over Mbadiwe Varsity to Imo government. You get that on page 27. And blackmail won't give you presidency. ACF warned the Southeast leaders. You get a story on the page 3 of the New Telegraph newspaper. And the Sterling Bank obtains approval for proposed alternative banking. You get that on page 25 of the New Telegraph newspaper. And okay, Facebook to charge 7.5% VAT
From
January. Interesting. And NCC reaffirms school over social media platforms. Omicron could cost the global economy additional $3.5 trillion, says the IMF. You get a story on the page 25. And anti-graft further government to adopt non-conviction forfeiture in 2022, says the PACAC scribe. You get that on page 2. Says no data for corruption cases in the country. And on the Akande's book launch, Akande, victim of Obasanjo's political double cross, says Buhari. You get a story on page 3 and page 5. And it says only Tinubu escaped as president 2023 electoral massacre of Southwest. Tinubu Lawan Gbajabiamila, governors honor as APC interim chair. Nigerians blame president for self-inflicted woes. Interesting story and interesting book launch. You get a story on page 3 and page 5. And study link vaping to double erectile dysfunctional risk. Okay, you get that on page 26. I get that is all for the New Telegraph. Just grab a copy and read through.
All right. This day, Akobi Buhari promised to pick Tinubu as running mate in 2015.
Reneged.
I do understand.
Interesting. Buhari promised to pick
Tinubu for running mate. I didn't understand. I think because I've been seeing it all the paper.
Akode is trying to say this, that what Buhari promised that time was to pick
Okay, Tinubu as his running mate.
Yeah, 2015.
But they are all in the same party.
Yes, now.
To be his deputy, he's of to be his vice, he's of the vice now. Okay.
I don't even understand.
I think
But
Shegu have not yet.
everything happened during Akande's book launch. Yeah.
Okay.
No be small thing, though.
Akonde's book launch, the talk of the day.
I tell you, because that is the main thing on the newspaper today.
Today, exactly. Yeah. Okay, still on that, back to that. Obasanjo Akombi was a victim of Obasanjo. Pardon me. Buhari Akombi was a victim of Obasanjo. Okay. Still on that. This day newspaper.
Diabolical political double cross.
I know. Okay. Yes, exactly. So you can see that one was still on the front page of that this day newspaper.
And the continuation on page 8.
Okay.
Yes.
At least you can see the page. All right. Still on this day, we have Omicron. We have Omicron. Last. What was the name of this? LCCI. NACCIMA. What's the name of that one again? It's another virus. Change Nigeria en masse vaccine.
No, it's a group. So they're talking about Omicron, the another variant of the coronavirus.
After Omicron,
they are charging this LCCI and NACCIMA. It's an organization, so they're charging Nigerians
on the
mass vaccination. Yeah,
okay.
Trying to enlighten people more
to try to take their vaccination. Yeah. Oh, good, great. You can get that one on page 5 of this day newspaper. So try to grab your copy. Okay, I see. INEC politicians press to bear the cost of the direct primaries. You can get that one on page 47. You can get that one on page 47 of this day news. This day. All right. So just grab your copy of this day and read a lot of interested story there for you. That will help you.
Yeah, let me quickly run through the Daily Trust newspaper, and I have this to be the most prominent headline. Katsina commissioner assassinated, 15 worshippers killed in Niger. Bandit attack Abuja homes, kidnap president. Act now! Sultan Khan president warn. Troops kill 62 bandits in 2 weeks. Military. Where? This is where. Did you see the pictures? No, voila. Nigerians to pay 7.5% VAT on Facebook adverts. It is well. INEC dismisses report on 500 billion direct primary budgets. This tragedy is northbound travelers electrocuted in Lagos. Read more on the 4th page of that newspaper. Gumi Don's bandit says, I can't risk my life again. It is well. Mr. Ariska. Read more on the 3rd page of that newspaper. BP announces XTCN boss as AEDC interim managing director. Read more on the 24th page of that news. When I have this to be the last headline. Kneel down in Lafayette gives as Emir Kawu receives staff of office. That is the northern part of the country. You can read more on the 10th page of that newspaper. Grab a copy and be informed.
Yes, let me quickly run through this news direct, Nigerian news direct. We don't really have much time on our side. For the government has 600 trillion cubic feet gas reserves. You get that on page 22. And the increase will position Nigerian among leading gas exploring nations, says Silva. You get a story on page 22 of the Nigerian news direct. And Siemens Power project to increase Nigeria electricity to 25,000 megawatts. You get that, says the minister. You get a story on the page 16 of the Nigerian history, and on US donates 2.5 million doses of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine to Nigeria. Pfizer, yeah. US donate 2.5 million doses of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines to Nigeria. You get that on page 2. And another story, yeah. Glow Joy Unlimited Extravaganza. First car winner drives own Carrier.
That's in Port Harcourt.
In Port Harcourt. The story is on page 3. Buhari condemns Castina commissioner's murder. Says killers must be found. Yes, says our president. You get the story on the page 3 of the Nigerian history. And Femi Additional's column back. So FSI marks second anniversary with over 4,670 members. You get a story on page 2. And terrorists or bandits killings. Northern coalitions blast federal government. BPE names interim management team for AEDC. I think these are all the story and many more on Nigerian News Direct. Just grab a newspaper of your choice and read through it. But I think the top of the story, because almost all the newspaper we are sent a picture of Buhari, Akonde, and Tinubu during Akonde's launching. It's a very good one. Just grab a copy if you want to know more about this. And just grab a copy of newspaper of your choice and read through. Thank you for joining us on today's newspaper review. Make it a date with us on Monday. They'll be coming up live at 9:30. Yes, it's always a special edition on Friday. It comes your way 10:30. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Shegun. Thank you, everyone. All right, we'll be coming up at 11 immediately after the show. So stay connected to Lagoon Radio. Don't forget to spread the gospel. Tell somebody to tell another wonderful person about Lagoon Radio. You can download the Lagoon Radio app on Google Play Store or iOS, and also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria, Twitter, and Instagram, Lagoonradio.Ng. Thank you for listening, and do have a wonderful day.